some good news for those who work on the front lines at Christus Health. The organization announced today they'll offer a new COVID-19 screening test to patients and caregivers. It's called an antibody test. It's been tested for the past several weeks at Christus hospitals and ambulatory sites in Latin America. Now, and the results come in after about 10 minutes, we're told. The test will be used to screen caregivers, hospitalized patients believed to have the virus, and those who are scheduled to have an urgent surgery. The screenings will be used in addition to the existing tests currently being used by Christus Health System and other healthcare providers.